Welcome back. Welcome back, leading ladies. Welcome back to day 2 of the Leading Lady Conference. If you did not join us yesterday, you missed out. Today is day 2 and our final day of the conference. And I'm telling you, day 1 was just jam-packed with just so much information. I had to go home yesterday, ladies, and just unpack it all. I was blessed to be able to have my daughter join me at the session, and we went home and sat around the dinner table and talked about what happened on day 1, and I just kind of felt like I had to rewatch some of those teachings because there was just so much in there. I don't know about you, but that's how I felt. Like I needed to revisit some of these things because there was just so much there. And one of the things as I was rewatching and revisiting is it resonated with me what Kate was talking about realigning your values. And you know, it's interesting because I teach this stuff. I should know this, right? But something about what she said, when we're confused, when we're stressed, it's possibly due to needing a realignment in your values. And so I was stirring on this when I was back home, and it reminded me of something that I teach. That when things get difficult, when things seem out of control, it's really important to get back to the basics, to the fundamentals. And so that's exactly what we're talking about here. Vision, values, and voice are in fact fundamental. So establish what your vision is. Write it down. Redefine your values, and then you'll be able to make better decisions and act it out with your voice. All right, so are we warmed up and ready for day 2, ladies? Let me hear you if you are in the house, leading ladies. Okay, to get us warmed up, we have a musical presentation by Pastor Obed Garza. Just bear with us a little bit while we get the kinks. Are we ready? All right, here we go. Enjoy.
I've tried so hard to see it. Took me so long to believe it, that you'd take someone like me and carry your victory. Perfection could never earn it. You give what we don't deserve it. You take these broken things and raise them to glory. You are my champion. Giants fall when you stand undefeated. Every battle you won. I am who you say I am. You crown me with confidence. I am seated in the heavenly place, undefeated, with the one who is conquered. Now I can finally see it. You're teaching me how to receive it. So let all the striving cease. This is my victory. You are my champion. Giants fall when you stand undefeated. Every battle you won. I am who you say I am. You crown me with confidence. I am seated in the heavenly place, undefeated, with the one who has conquered it all. You conquered it. You have to know that the importance is there in your voice. When you raise up your voice, when you know who you are, when you identify as a child of the King of Kings, you have authority in your voice, and you can shout to the wall to fall down. When you speak and you open up your mouth, miracles begin to happen. We sing.
When I lift my voice and shout, every wall comes crashing down. I have the authority Jesus has given me. When I open up my mouth, miracles start breaking out. I have the authority Jesus has given me.
When I lift my voice and shout, every wall comes crashing down. I have the authority Jesus has given me. When I open up my mouth, miracles start breaking out. I have the authority Jesus has given me. You are my champion. Giants fall when you stand undefeated. Every battle you won. I am who you say I am. You crown me with confidence. I'm seated in the heavenly place, undefeated, with the one who has conquered it all. This conference is all about finding your voice and understanding that the voice that's most important is the one that you believe. If you believe that God has destined you for greatness, if you believe that God has created you for more than just being average, sometimes we have a hard time in life because we think we don't fit in. But God didn't make you to fit in. He made you to stand out. He made you to be exceptional, extraordinary, beautiful, wonderful. So sometimes we have to argue with ourselves a little bit. So if you know the words to this next song, we have to come into alignment with the voice that God has given us, with what God says about who we are. I keep fighting voices in my mind that say I'm not enough. Every single lie that tells me I will never measure up. Am I more than just the sum of every high and every low? Oh, remind me once again just who I am, because I need to know. Oh, you say I am loved when I can't feel a thing. You say I am strong when I think I'm weak. You say I am held when I am falling short, when I don't belong. Oh, you say I am yours, and I believe. Oh, I believe what you say of me. I believe the only thing that matters now is everything you think of me. In you I find my worth, in you I find my identity. Oh, you say I'm loved when I can't feel a thing. You say I'm strong when I think I'm weak. You say I'm held when I am falling short, when I don't belong. Oh, you say I'm yours, and I believe. Oh, I believe what you say of me. Oh, I believe. Oh, I believe. Oh, I believe what you say of me. I believe. Taking all I have, and now I'm laying it at your feet. Come on, give it up to God. Oh, you have everything, God. You have every victory. Oh, you say I'm loved when I can't feel a thing. You say I'm strong when I think I'm weak. You say I'm held when I'm falling short, and when I don't belong. You say I'm yours, and I believe. Oh, I believe what you say of me. Oh, I believe, and I believe what you say of me. I believe.
Silencing those voices, the noise, silencing the noise in our heads. Yeah.
Thank you so much. They are so gifted. We are so blessed to have them with us, opening up for us with that amazing musical presentation. Ladies, I have the distinct honor and privilege of introducing you now to our very first speaker. Our first speaker today is Miss Claudia Ngafeeson. She's going to be talking to us about giving life to your vision. Claudia Ngafeeson is the mother and visionary of the Leading Lady Conference. Claudia is currently a registered nurse and a member of the board of directors for Lead Missions International. She is also currently a student in the Doctor of Nursing practice program at Northern Michigan University. Claudia is passionate about women and girls finding their purpose. Claudia is married to Dr. Madison Ngafeeson, and together Claudia and Madison have 3 amazing children. In fact, her daughter is here with us today, and I want to invite Triumph up to the stage to further introduce her mom. Triumph? You go, girl.
Hello and welcome, leading ladies. I hope you're all excited to be here as much as I am. I am so happy and so honored to introduce my mom, Claudia Ngafeeson. She is truly an amazing lady who has gone in the incredible journey from not just raising me, but she even put her own dreams on the line to take care of us, and now it is time for her to she's realized her dreams and her purpose, and she's here to share that with you all today. And I hope that you can take what she has to say so you guys can transform yourselves and realize your purpose like she has been called to do. So can you please help me to introduce and also to welcome my mom, Claudia Ngafeeson.
Hello, 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 hello. Woo! Leading ladies. Oh my goodness. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You can have your seat. Thank you, Triumph. What an honor to be introduced by your own daughter. How cute is that? But without any due of time, we're going to kick in. I hope you all are enjoying yourself. This is day 2 of Leading Lady Conference 2021. Woo. Yesterday, my heart was just overwhelmed with so much joy, with so much excitement to see the things that are happening, to see the dream coming to pass, to see the Leading Lady Conference unveiling itself, growing and impacting lives all over the world. I want to welcome each and everyone watching in-house and online in over 40 countries of the world. We are a big family, Leading Ladies. We are not just here in the U.S., but we are in other countries, 40 countries, women watching to build their lives and to be transformed for such a time as this. Before I continue, I just want to say thank you to our host, Pastor Kathy and Pastor Eliud and the whole team here in Texas that have been hosting us from Wednesday to this day. We want to say thank you so much for your hospitality and for your servant heart. And we are very grateful for that. I also want to thank my able speakers on the Leading Lady Conference panel. Oh my God, these ladies came prepared, and we are going to listen to more of them on the breakout sessions. I want to say thank you for taking out your time, coming out here to be a blessing to women all over the globe. And lastly, I want to say thank you to Dr. Madison Ngafeeson, the man in my life, in my dreams and visions come to pass. So thank you, and thank you to my kids for being here with me. So our theme for this year's conference is vision, values, and voice. The 3 V's. And I believe that each speaker that spoke yesterday, whether be it Mrs. Kate Onokomaya, Pastor Frankie, and Gladys from Cameroon, they already laid some form of foundation for us. Kate talked to us about values. Pastor Frankie talked to us about vision. And Gladys touched up on the voice. So today I will be talking on the topic, giving life to your vision. Giving life to your vision. I want to start by telling you something. Sometime this year, a thought came to me, and I asked myself, Claudia, what is it that if you look back, you will have done better? I told myself, I was like just pondering. I said, 10 years ago, Claudia, what is it that you will have done that you didn't do? And I wrote down 6 things. And I want you to also think about it. As you are seated here, as you are watching me online, think about it. What is it that you thought, like sitting here right now, you thought 10 years ago, what is it that I would have done that would have profited me today? Think about it. I had the thought, and I wrote down 6 things. But the bottom line of all of those 6 things came to this conclusion, is that I wish I paid more attention to my vision or my dreams. You will hear me go back and forth, vision or dreams. It all has a similarity to it. I wished I paid more attention to my vision or to my dreams. That is what I told myself. But I'm thankful that it is not too late, right? I'm thankful it is not too late. I still have time to pay attention to my dreams and my vision. Why? Because it is your vision gives you a reason for living. It gives you that drive. It provides you that drive to live life differently, to look at life differently. John Maxwell says that, just a second here. I want to pick it up. Okay. John Maxwell says, your dream is an inspiring picture of the future that energizes your mind, your emotions, your will. It empowers you to do everything you can to achieve it. I would never forget something that one of my mentors said to me. She's seated right here. It was like 6, 7, 8 years ago. We were planning a conference to happen here, a women's conference. And she said, if I can see the picture of this conference in my mindset, then I know that it can happen. When she said it, she never knew that I picked it up, but I've walked with that statement in my mind all these years. If you do not have a picture or a vision of where you are headed to, if you do not have a picture of your vision, then where are you headed to? That picture that you have in your mind is what is going to energize you. It is what, when you wake up in the morning, you are thinking about it. That picture wakes you up in the morning. That picture directs your path. That picture makes you to connect with the right people. That picture directs the decisions that you make every day. I started by telling you guys yesterday that I lived my life for 30 years thinking that I got it all together. But when I turned 30, I started realizing that there was an emptiness in my life. I thought going to school would fill that gap. It didn't. I thought getting married would fill that gap. It didn't. I thought having kids would fill that gap. It didn't. Until the day I found my own vision. The day that I discovered my own very purpose for living here on earth, I tell you, it was like fresh breath in my lungs. It gave me life. If you see me happy, smiling, enjoying myself, it's because I found something that resonated with me. I found something that will make me want to wake up every morning and face life. I found something that will make me a happy woman. When I'm going to work, I'm excited because of what I know I'm going to do at my job site. I got up every morning knowing that as the wife of my husband, this is what I bring to the table. But when a woman does not know her vision or her purpose in life, she's waking up every day thinking that somebody has to do something for her to live life. I want to speak to some young ladies in the house. if you are ever thinking that as you are growing up, you are thinking that when I get married, then I will find my reason for living, or it is going to add something to my life, it's going to make me live life differently, I have a shocker for you. It's not going to happen. You have to be happy for yourself before anybody will add anything to it. I have this interesting analogy. I've shared it with a couple of people. It's like this. I said, if you bake a cake, right? If you bake a cake, you can eat your cake even without an icing. So your cake is finding yourself. You can be happy with your cake. You can enjoy your cake. But if somebody comes along you and adds an icing on it, that's an add-on. You can enjoy it. But if you, in the first place, if you never had a cake, where are they going to put the icing on? Where are they going to put the icing on? You need your cake. Leading ladies, you need your cake. You need your vision. You need that thing on the inside of you that tells you that this is why I am here on earth. If you do not have that, you'll be very frustrated in life. So, today, we are talking about giving life to your vision. So, after finding my vision, after you find your vision, it is not enough. How can we give life? How can we keep this vision alive? How can we do that? It is not enough for you to find that purpose, find your vision, find that dream that you want, have that picture in your mind. When my mentor said when she sees it in her mind's picture, in her mindset, then she can now start putting the next steps to get to that picture. You can have the picture in your mind that it can stay as a picture for a very long time if you do nothing to it. So that's what we want to address this morning. Giving life to your vision. Number one, if you're taking notes, how can we give life to our vision? Is by own your vision. Number one, you want to own your vision. You own your vision by knowing it, discovering it. You own your vision by believing in your vision. You own your vision by equipping yourself, growing that vision. That is how you own your vision. John Maxwell says that you may succeed if people believe in you. You may succeed. You may succeed if people believe in you. But if you never succeed, let me take it all over again. I'm sorry. John Maxwell says that you may succeed if nobody believes in you. But you will never succeed if you do not believe in yourself. It starts with you. Leading ladies, listen to me. Your vision begins with you. If you do not believe in yourself, no one will believe in you. It begins with you. So that is why when you see an ordinary woman like me, I never thought, I was sharing with Julie yesterday, if somebody told me that I would be standing here maybe 10 years ago, I wouldn't even believe you. If somebody told me I'll be in a doctorate program today, I would tell you I don't think so. But when a woman finds her vision and begins to walk in it, there is something that happens to her system. An ordinary woman begins to do extraordinary things because when you own your vision, it becomes like a catalyst on the inside of you. It causes you to get up in the morning differently. It causes you to see the world differently. It causes you to want to fight and make that picture in your mind comes to pass. So, leading ladies, you want to own your vision. You want to own your vision. It is very important that you own your vision. I want to talk about some women who own their own vision. We hear about Mother Teresa today. How many of us know about her? Why do we talk about her today? It's because she owned her vision. She understood that she had been called. Her life was about reaching out to unprivileged people. And she went at it there was nothing else that she lived for. That was her vision, and she owned it. She was not doing something else, trying to copy another person. You don't have to copy somebody else. Your vision is very unique to you. You are not another person. She owned it. She believed in her vision. If nobody believed in her, she believed in her vision. She believed that this is what she was called to do. So if you have your vision and nobody believes it, sister, you better believe in yourself. Once you believe in that vision and you start walking in it, they will follow you. Another lady that I see that she owned her vision was Harriet Tubman. I don't know if any of you have watched that movie, but the day that I watched that movie, I'm telling you, I saw somebody whom even her family did not believe in her vision. But she owned it. She knew that that is what she was called to do, to deliver slaves from their slave masters. And she did that till the very end of her life. That was another woman who owned her vision. Another lady that I see in the scriptures, I'm a woman of faith, is Esther. This was a young woman. I see some young ladies in the house. She got married to a king. And the life of her people was at stake. What did she do? With the advice from Mordecai, who was like a mentor to her, she discovered that I'm not just here to just be a fine queen, but I'm here for a time such as this. And she went into prayers and into fasting, and the back of the story is that she was able to deliver her people from destruction. So have you owned your own vision? These are women who owned their vision, and they ran with it. They did everything to see that that vision came to pass. I told you how I found my own vision, and I owned it. I was living my life thinking that I had it all together, but I found that there was some emptiness that I needed to fill in. I don't know if anybody in the room, anybody online can relate to this. I told you that I was a frustrated person. I was angry, not knowing what to do with my life. I was gaining weight. I was not happy with myself. And where was I turning to? To my husband, thinking that he was going to give me that happiness. He was going to make me feel good, but he could not do it for me. I had to find it for myself. I had to find it for myself. Ladies, you have to find your vision for yourself. When you get it for yourself, you know every word of it. You know everything that has to do with that vision. If you don't know your vision, who else will know about it? So that is how it happened for me. And that changed the trajectory of my life like 360. I'm a happy woman today, not because I'm married to Ngafeeson. I'm a happy woman today, not because I have children. I'm a happy woman today, not because I have a career. I'm a happy woman today, not because I'm attaining some degree. I'm a happy woman because I own my vision. I'm a happy woman because I've decided to own my vision. I've decided to believe in my vision. If no one believes in it, I will believe in my vision. That is how your vision has to be passionate to you. So what else can we do to give life to our vision? To keep that vision alive? We just talked about we have to own our vision. The second thing we have to do is to grow your vision. Grow your vision. How can we grow our vision? Growing one's vision will require active engagement, active development, and active resilience. It is not just a peanut butter and jelly walk. No, for us to be seated here today, we have come a long way. It takes time. It's a process that you have to walk it. If you found it if your vision is to reach out to people, to reach out to the unprivileged people, you don't just get up one morning and say, okay, that is my vision, I'm going to meet them. You have to sit down, talk to other people who have done that before. No, that's the issue in our society today. You know something and you feel that, oh, I have it all. I have it all. I know what I'm supposed to do. But you need to go through the process. Go to other people who have done that before. Sit down, learn from them, listen. How do they do it? I'm telling you, before I came to this conference, I've listened to other women speak in different women's conferences. Trust me. I've listened to other people. How are other people doing it? Because sometimes you might come up, there's that tendency that sometimes you might rise up with pride. I know what I'm doing. I don't need anybody. If any of you had a chance to listen to any of the men's conference, they really hit hard on having a mentor. You need somebody to walk you through this process. Sit down and learn. We talked about, I told you how I found my vision was through a book. I was not a big book reader, but one thing that I've come to discover is that we need knowledge if we're going to do anything and do it well. If you want to put excellence in anything that you're going to do, you need knowledge. You need an understanding of how things operate. You might think you know it, you don't know it until you meet people who know something. When you go somewhere for the first time, sit down and listen. Watch. Learn. You are going to do it better. I'm here today because I've learned from other people. I've listened to other people. I've been reading books because I know that I don't know it all. I need knowledge to stand before strong women. Let me tell you a little bit of a little story. In 2019, when we went to Cameroon, oh my God, I thought I was ready for the conference. When I got there and speakers after speaker got up to speak, I'm like, Claudia, you still have work to do. Yes. I told myself I still have work to do. And when I came back, I said, I need to read more. I need to study more. I need to listen to others more. I want to see how other people are doing this women's conference. That is what you do to grow your vision. I'm a firm believer that when somebody finds their purpose, when somebody finds their vision, the resources, the things that you need to accomplish that vision will begin to make their way towards you. I'm a firm believer of that. When the student is ready, the teacher shows up. If you don't have any vision, nobody will be gravitating towards you. Maybe that investor is looking for somebody to invest in. You don't have no vision. What are you going to be talking about? Maybe somebody wants to build a hospital. Is looking for somebody who has the vision to have a hospital set up. You don't have it. He has nothing to do with you. Maybe you want to reach out to underprivileged people. The vision, you just have it in your mindset. There's nothing written down. When you meet somebody that wants to invest, say, okay, what is your plan? You don't just talk in the head. You need something written down to say, okay, this is the process. This is what I want to do. This is what it's going to cost me. That is what you need to do for somebody to be able to invest in your vision. That is how you grow your vision. Write it down. Go over it. Read it. Get to see other people doing it. That is how we grow our vision. We are here today because the leaders of Freedom Life Church believe in the vision of Leading Lady Conference. That is why we are here today. We had a vision. If we did not have a vision, we would not be sitting here. Pastor Kathy and Pastor Ellie would not say, okay, come and do something here. Because they believed in our vision, they were able to welcome us here, host this conference, and we are able to be a blessing to everybody seated here and everybody online. And they are not only here to host us, but they check on us, they help us live a life that is befitting. They help us to grow. So we need mentors, ladies. You cannot do it on your own. If your vision is all about yourself, then that vision is too small. That vision is too small. If it's all about you, that vision is too small. We all need people in our lives to help us grow our vision, not those who will help us doubt and destroy the vision. You know, there are some people that when you share your vision with them, when you walk out of that place, it's like you forget everything that you have ever believed about yourself. You don't need those kind of people in your life. You need people who will believe in you. You need people who will challenge you. You need people who will tell you that you can do it when you are thinking to yourself, I cannot do it. Those are the kind of people who you need in your life. John Maxwell says this: the greatest challenge isn't giving up the obvious things that will hurt you, but it will be giving up the good things that you like that won't help you. I'll take it again. The greatest challenge isn't giving up the obvious things that will hurt you, but it will be giving up the good things that you like that won't help you. Growing up is going to cost you some things. It's going to cost you your time. It's going to cost you your emotions. I'm telling you right now. It's going to cost you some money. It's going to cost you some resources. You didn't just walk into this place. You paid some money to be here. Growing your vision is going to cost you something. And there's one last one that I'm going to talk about. Growing your vision is going to cost you some relationships, some friends. Trust me. John Maxwell says that the way up is very lonely. I never understood that. I talked about it, but when I started feeling that loneliness, then I understood that. It's going to cost you something. Remember, I told you it's not a peanut butter and jelly kind of walk. Growing your vision is going to cost you something. So are you ready to put in the work? Are you ready to go through the resilience? Are you ready for the challenges? If you are not ready, then you are not ready to grow your vision. You are not ready to give life to your vision. Your vision can as well be good for your box or for your closet. It can stay there for the rest of your life, and you will check out from here. That vision is going to stay there. But if you would need people to benefit from your vision, if you would need your vision to influence the people around you, if you would need your vision to go past your house and meet your neighbor and influence your neighbor and influence your community and influence your town and influence your world, then you should be ready to grow your vision, and there is work to be done. There is work to be done, ladies. There is work to be done. When you have accepted to own your vision, to grow your vision, then it is time to carry it out. Which brings me to our third point. To live your vision. I had to ask my daughter how to pronounce it, L-I-V-E. To live your vision. An author once said that if your dream only includes you, it is too small. I talked about that. Your vision is meant to influence the people around you, your family, your neighborhood, your community, your country, and your world at large. I want you to see your vision like a seed, right? When you plant a seed in the ground, that seed on purpose is not meant to remain in the soil, correct? That seed is meant to grow, blossom, bear some fruits, and then we are able to benefit from it, right? But if that seed remains in the soil and never germinates and never grows out of the soil, then that seed has defeated its purpose. It has not fulfilled its purpose. It is the same thing when a child is conceived in the womb. The baby grows in the womb. I can see my OBGYN smiling at me. The baby grows in the womb, and there is a time that that baby is supposed to be birthed. Correct, ladies? Have you wondered if a baby had to stay in the womb and was never birthed, what will happen? That baby might die in the womb. Correct? It is the same thing with our vision. If you have owned your vision, you have believed in it, and like you said, you are growing it, but you are never stepping out to share that vision, to cause it to come to life, to begin to influence people with that vision, then your vision is as good as dead. You don't want that. You don't want that for your life. You don't want your vision to be buried in the graveyard. Then we will only come and say, oh, there was a woman who once lived. She was hoping to do this, but she never did it. I don't want to be in that place. I don't know if anybody wants to be in such a place. You want to be in a place where your vision you have owned your vision, you have grown your vision, you have caused it to grow, and now you want to share it to the world. There are visions right here. Right here in this room and wherever you're watching me in the world, women, we have visions that are buried on the inside of us. But if those visions will remain on the inside of us and never see the daylight, then we have robbed our own very selves. We have robbed our own very selves. I want to challenge us today. The ladies in the house, the ladies online, if you're watching me across the world, you have a vision. You have a responsibility to live out your vision here on earth. You don't need it in heaven. You don't need it when you are checked out from this place. When you are done from here, you are done. So there is no time to waste. I believe in this room and the people watching, there are movies that you have created in your mindset. You have written them down. What are you waiting for? There are books that you have written in your mind. There are books that you have seen in your mind, but you have not taken out time to start putting them down. What are you waiting for? There are standard restaurants, classy ones. They're all in your mindset. They're all in the picture of your mind. You have not started doing anything about it. What are you waiting for? There are designs of dresses. You have drawn them. You have designed new shoes. They are all on a paper, sitting in your closet, sitting in some corner of your mind, and you are not doing anything about it. What are you waiting for? There are young ladies who are waiting to be educated, and that is part of your vision. It's dependent on you. If you do nothing, the destinies of those girls will never come to pass. What are you waiting for? I'm asking, what are you waiting for? What is stopping you? What is stopping you from growing your vision? You've owned it all these years. You've believed in it all these years. You've attended conferences upon conferences. You've read books. You've equipped yourself. What are you still waiting for? There are women who want to hear your voice. There are women who want to hear you speak out. There are women whose salvation is dependent on you and I. What are you waiting for? Leading ladies, the time is up. There is no more time for you to waste. The time is up. Yes, last night when I was just going through my notes, I had this picture that I saw in my mindset. I was just trying to envision the entire hall, I had this picture in my mindset that kind of flashed in my mind. I saw women as warriors sitting right here before me, or if you're watching me, warriors rising up. Are you going to be part of that team? Or are you going to just sit back and say, I need one more year. I need to really go and think about it. Women are rising up in this day and time. If you have not noticed, the 21st century, women are rising up. I don't think there's been any time in my own lifetime that I've seen women doing everything to grow themselves, doing everything to become somebody in society. So I don't want any leading lady. If you call yourself a leading lady, this is the time for you to rise up and give some life to your vision so that it can influence others, it can impact a life, it can save somebody, it can help somebody. The time has gone where we only want to think about ourselves. How am I going to dress today? How am I going to put on this shoe? The time is now for us to own our vision, grow it, and live it out. If you leave the baby in your womb, if the baby is at the point that the baby is going to be birthed and you close up your feet, you're going to kill that vision. The baby is ready to come into the world, and what are you doing? You are like, no, I'm not ready. Leading ladies, can I hear you in the house? Can I hear you in the house? As we wrap up this morning, as I wrap up this lesson, I want to read this quote by Joe Saxton. I think this is one of the authors that I discovered lately. She is a powerful author. She says that you have a life-changing, culture-shaping, heaven-touching, earth type of influence. You have a life-changing, culture-shaping, heaven-touching, earth type of influence. Leading ladies, I want you to put yourself in this place. You have a life-changing, culture-shaping, heaven-touching type of influence. So are you going to keep such an influence on the inside of you? No. This is the time you want to cause your influence to be felt in your family, beginning in your family, go to your neighbors, your community, and your world at large. And if we must make this influence, then we must start to own our vision, grow our vision, and live out our vision. Thank you.
Wow. Woo! Standing ovation in the house. I know you guys can't see that. But I'm telling you, I got chills. We must have our visions very clearly defined. We cannot stress that enough. It is time, ladies. It is time. All right, so up next, what we're going to do to transition between facilitators here is we're going to take a 5-minute break. So those of you here can take a little break. Those of you watching virtually,